Yeah, if you smoked marijuana yesterday, but you're not high today, you can't be prohibited because any argument that the person is irresponsible, more dangerous, more negligent goes away if they're not under the substance. So, just like with alcohol, you can't make someone a prohibited possessor of firearms because they drink alcohol. And
Well,
it's
this
essentially
is
the same.
okay. What else is the Supreme Court up to as far as 2A right now? Is that pretty much all?
It's the United States v. Hamani. Now, this is an as-applied challenge that Section 922G3 violates Second Amendment. That's basically it's the ban on the possession of firearms for any unlawful user of any controlled substance, and in this case, it's marijuana use. So the plaintiff here, was prohibited from possessing firearms because he's a habitual marijuana user. The Fifth Circuit ruled in Hamani's favor under Bruin, which is great. It has been appealed, and now it's in front of the Supreme Court. They have actually granted the petition, so they will be hearing that case, although they have not scheduled oral argument on this yet.
So do you think that the states or any government, whether it's municipal or state or federal, do they have the right to make somebody prohibited if they're a marijuana user?
Yeah, I honestly looking back at the history of everything, I don't think that there is an argument that you can outright prohibit any, illegal or unlawful marijuana user, even controlled substance user, unless they are actually under the illegal substance effect.
Under the influence at the time.
If you smoked marijuana yesterday, but you're not high today, you can't be prohibited because any argument that the person is irresponsible, more dangerous, more negligent goes away if they're not under the substance. So just like with alcohol, you can't make someone a prohibited possessor of firearms because they drink alcohol. And it's essentially the same effect.
I've talked about this. I've been talking about this on Gun Owners Radio for years. It's been ridiculous that marijuana is legal on the state level in California, but if you use it legally in California, you can't be a gun owner because of the federal law. Not because I've never touched marijuana. I don't really care about it. I don't care about it either way. I'm not some big, advocate for marijuana, but I am an advocate for Second Amendment rights, and taking away somebody's Second Amendment right for doing something that's legal and doesn't appear to be any more harmful than, drinking, alcohol. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And it was particularly annoying that they weren't willing to fix it in Congress because Democrats hate guns and Republicans hate drugs. So therefore they just weren't going to fix it, So
yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
I'm glad that it sucks that it had to go to court. It shouldn't have had to go to court. It shouldn't have to rise to the level of the Supreme Court. They should have been able to, been an effective and good government and fix this. But I'm glad they are, because I think that it's been this particular little snafu has been screwing up some people's lives. So I'm glad that we're going to get a decision on this.
Yeah, you got to remember that if you are, arrested and convicted of a felon in possession or a prohibited person in possession, that's a felony. I mean, so, the fact that you smoked and then you own a gun, if you get a felony conviction off of that, that is absolutely life-changing. This is not something that you just kind of brush off. Oh, I didn't go to jail, I got probation, and no harm, no foul. This is something that will ban you from your rights, not just your Second Amendment rights, but you got all sorts of rights that are going to be affected because of that. So this is not something to mess around with. I think it's amazingly overblown, the consequences that can happen over something like this, and it's just it really is just a way to grab and take away rights.
Yeah.
So
okay, so there's two more cases I want you to talk about.
If you liked that segment, be sure to give us a like, a comment, and go to youtube.com/gunownersradio and subscribe to our channel. Be sure to share us with a friend. Every view counts.